What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today, and today's video is on a track that's a little bit different than usual. The track is called The Schoolyard, and apparently it is a project created by Lemons that he has to show off for a panel of judges. Now that's all it says on MXB Mods. I've not dived any further into that. He's posted no more information on anything that it fully consists of. It's not the usual track that I would play on here. There's some very unique sections, and you can see by looking at it in most places, it's quite beginnerish. However, there is one jump in particular that when I watched it, I thought I have to give this a go. And if I pan my camera around behind me, here's this bad boy. I think this could probably be the biggest jump that we have in the entirety of MX Bikes, and it seems like it is a fifth gear pinned 450 line. So we're going to try it out. We're probably going to absolutely wad ourselves in the process, and this is just going to be a bit of fun, you know, a bit of a silly video kind of track to vibe with. And what I did want to show off as well quickly, if I zoom in, I was messing around with some boots colorways, and I feel like some of you guys are going to absolutely detest these, but I can't lie. I'm a bit of a fan. I kind of like what I've ended up here with the different colours. So just wanted to show those off. If anyone was curious, I quite often get people asking about the gear and bikes I'm running. These aren't released. This is just the standard T-Crane Tech 10 boot model with my own colours slapped on top. So full W's to the PSDs and T-Crane himself, and Lethal as well, who I believe created the original 4K PSD. So let's see what we're going to do here today. Let's go over to the start. I feel like that's always the best place to start off of. So we come over here. It is, oh, it's sand traction. Good to know. Is it sand traction everywhere or just on the start? It is sand traction just on the start. That's good to know. So normal traction here. Let's go up and over. Okay, please don't get any front end physics. Right, moving on. Oh god, it's not a good sign, is it, if it happens on the first jump? Let's go a little step on, step over, and then I guess a cool circle rut back there, which you can go and ride as well if you want to. As I'm saying, there's some very unique features on this track, and I can't lie, I know this was kind of made for a project, and I'm not sure how seriously it was meant to be taken. But Lemons has some potential here. He's definitely got the right ideas. Now, obviously, these berms are like just gigantic, you know, like very unrealistic in terms of size. But just those few jump sections that I went through, if he kind of polished up the berms and things like that and kept a lot of these unique jump sections in, I think we could be looking at some very, very cool tracks. I feel like I'm going over the bars here. Oh my god, that was so close! Oh, I need to see where my back end clipped. I need to know how close I was. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. I think I can get away with that. 100% I can. I'm not going to turn around and do it. I'm just going to carry on with the lap, because if you can look up at the top right and have a look at the track map, it's not a long track by any means, so we should be there in no time, boing. Okay, this is the standard stock Yamaha suspension, not doing me too many favours right now, but we'll keep plodding away, we'll keep going. Let's just go back to the inside here. I feel like there's no point taking that wide outside. Let's go inside, step over. I've completely missed the hole. Don't take that out of context, please. We'll jump over the landing. Let's go, jump up. Oh, barely got over that. And again, yes. Oddly enough, the whoop section's actually built really, really well. I thought out of everything, whoops would be one of the hardest things to build to get the scaling and the size and how sharp they are and everything right, but he's done a very good job on the old whoop-de-doos. Just need to learn how big these jumps are, because a lot of these you do have to check up for other than this one big boy. And I'm not sure how I would gain much more speed than I did. I feel like I hit the corner before really, really well. Let's try it again. So come out of here, up into second, up into third. Let's try fifth. Up into fifth. Yo, yeet! I feel like... Oh, actually, we could be on the money here. Money! Oh, yes! There we go. That is actually ridiculous. I'm going to have to try and find a way for the thumbnail for this video. Oh, my God. Is getting that jump, but then also getting the entirety of the jump in the picture to show just how long of a gap it is. Because there's not many jumps in this game that you can hit fifth gear wide open on a 450 and barely clear. I like that he's gone to the extent of making a second lip for the jump further along on the left-hand side, which I'm guessing is maybe if you have a little crash before it, or if you're riding the 250. But if you are going to try this, 100% hop on a 450. It will make your life so much easier. I promise you won't regret it. So let's see. if I can actually hit it 2 laps back to back. So this big boy rail around that. Jump is a bit deeper because I keep checking up too much. Lovely. Round to the left. This berm is just ridiculous. I'm not sure what he used to make this track. I feel like it wasn't a Photoshop project. I feel like this has been made in Blender or whatever people use to make their tracks nowadays, where it's kind of all manually sculpted with like rays and lower features. Let's try and send this again. I just got to try and take the sting out of it at the top. I like it because I'm hitting the... Oh, I jumped too far that time. Okay, that was very odd. Because I feel like I'm hitting it the same each time. But right at the top of the lip, I have to take the sting out the top of the jump, because where I'm hitting it so fast, the suspension feels like it fully compresses, and then it kind of jolts me upwards rather than sending me forwards, which oddly enough is a problem I was actually having a little bit on the Indy Supercross round, the last round of the aerial series. At the top, in the really long rhythm section, the very tops of the jumps all felt like they went quite sharp or had like quite a steep up face to them, especially at the very lip of the jumps. So if I would scrub how I would normally scrub, I feel like the back end compresses a little bit more at the top and it would get traction and throw me off to the side. It's just one of them things that you kind of have to adapt to. I'm sure you could probably stiffen up your suspension a bit so it doesn't compress as hard and doesn't slow you down, but you guys know me. I know absolutely zilch when it comes to suspension settings in these games. I basically run what I get given. If I don't get given anything, I run stock. So that's exactly what we're doing. I reckon we can get away with a front flip. Try it. Is it going to rotate? What? Hell. Did it rotate at all? I mean, I was leaning forwards. It just kind of, okay, it just stalled out and then brought itself back. Okay. I see how it is, Barbosa. You don't want us to be doing front flips off our own accord. It's fine. Just when we get some weird and wacky front-end physics and then it turns into like a quadruple front flip and we have no choice but to crash. I'll see how you're moving. Now, I do think that this track has potential for like hot lap ability. I'm not sure... Well, I say I'm not sure. I don't think the timing gates work based on the top left, but the this isn't meant to be like a properly serious, polished track by any means. He does say that it was built for a senior project at school. I mean, what that project consisted of, I don't know. Not sure what course or subjects, I should say. Sorry, I think the Americans refer to them more as subjects than courses. Yeah, not sure which subject old Lemons is doing, but whichever one it is, I hope it's gone very, very well. And I mean, if more people want to make MX Bikes tracks for their school projects, then by all means go for it, because it gives me something else to cover. You get some weird and wacky things like this, and I love seeing these tracks, because I think some people would look at this and be like, oh, what is this? This is very, very beginner, very basic, not very rideable. But when you throw these different objects in, when you're someone like me who literally has 2,000 hours, I'm not going to make this, when you've got like 2,000 hours in the game at this point, it's really refreshing seeing different things. I can't understand why my front end is doing what it's doing today. Oh, Barbosa, behave yourself, thank you. You see we've got like a little free ride jump over there as well, so there's some different bits. It's not all just this one track and that's it. And 100%, I'd love to see him kind of revisit this and polish it up a little bit, or just make something else from scratch, because these unique ideas are kind of what make the game, and I feel like they just inspire more and more people to get building as well. Try again. Oh, I didn't feel like it slowed me down as much that time. Could be on the money here. Money! Land it! Yes! Lovely. Round to the left. Oh, no! We did. Oh, God damn it. I did want to address, actually, whilst it's on my mind, is the video that I posted the other day, which was called Only in Ohio, bro. It was on Malvern. I'm not sure what happened, but I'd never noticed it in the editing process. Someone mentioned in the comments, which I then went and watched the video after the fact and noticed, is for some reason, I think the audio was completely fine, but the video kept seeming to slow itself down and then speed itself back up. It just kind of hit slow-mo and fast-mo over and over, and I hope that it was either Streamlabs or DaVinci Resolve, which I used to edit, having a funny 5 minutes, and it's not going to be everything after that that's spoofed. If it is, and the last 2 or 3 videos have been like it, I do apologise, but I simply do not have the time to kind of go back and re-record, re-edit and re-upload everything right now. As I've said over and over again, I'm out of it. When's this video going up? So we got the Ohio video, got one more coming out on Unearthing MX, which is on the shop. Then we've got the Suron 20 Riders. So yeah, I should be away at the point that you're seeing this one right now. This might come out on about Wednesday, like Tuesday, Wednesday-ish maybe. So I should be away. So yeah, I definitely don't have time to go back and redo everything. So if it makes the videos unwatchable for you, I do apologise. I did only see one person comment about it, so I'm thinking it's quite minimal or unnoticeable. But when I went back and watched it, I could tell. So I'm very, very sorry for that. There's not much I can do. I feel like technology is a very strange thing. You know, like some days it works absolutely fine. The next day, even though you feel like you're doing everything exactly the same, it doesn't. You know, I never change any of my video settings. I never mess around with any of my render settings, and the editing process kind of stays the same all throughout too. And some days it works, some days it doesn't. I'm not really sure what else to tell you, but I am sorry if that ruined those videos for you. But either way, I hope those of you that enjoyed it didn't really notice it at all, and you still enjoy the content nonetheless. I've also noticed that the videos themselves do seem to be slowly picking up a bit more traction as of late. I think I mentioned before that I had like a period of a week where everything was doing really, really bad, and I don't know, maybe I was just losing that creative spark a little bit. It's difficult sometimes, I'll be the first one to admit that. I mean, trying to think of a new video topic to do every single day on a game like MX Bikes that's been out for God knows how long now, and I've been doing it for basically 2 years at this point, and sometimes it can get difficult. That was perfect. Oh my Jesus, I've got to watch that. I'm sorry, that was so good. Slow it down a little bit as well. We'll zoom out. Right, tilting the front end down wasn't intentional. About here it was, but originally it wasn't. It was, right. Oh, that was just perfection. Holy. I'm very, very happy with that. You know what? I think on that perfect note, I might end the video there. Bit of a shorter one, as always. This is a very, very short track, but I wanted to show off that jump. That is one of the craziest jumps in the game, and I'm not sure how much testing would have had to go into that to make it so you can downside it perfectly in the longest gear on a 450, but Lemon's done a very, very good job, and I do want to see more from him, because he's definitely got that unique creative side to his tracks. I just want to see a little bit more polish, a little bit more finesse in there, and I reckon you could make some very, very good and fun tracks overall. So thank you, Lemons. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you're up to, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Peace.